So hello everybody. Today we are going to repair a Studiologic MIDI controller model SL-990 Pro. The problem with this is that two of the keys are not working the way they are intended to. To demonstrate the problem, I would turn it on and I will use this software which is called MIDI aux or MIDI OX, which is a free software for personal use. And let's see what's the problem. This is the power cable, and this is the actually a MIDI interface to my computer. I will connect the MIDI in connector to the MIDI out port of this MIDI controller, and I power it on. I can see the LED. So actually the MIDI controller that I'm using is this. I hope you can see that. It's a very cheap one. It was about 5-6 euros in Germany. I bought it, so it's nothing special. So then I go to my software, to options, MIDI devices, and I select my device and say OK, and I clear the screen. So when I press a key like this one, for example, I see once on and once off. When I press another key, I see once on and once off, which is a correct behavior. But how about this one? So let me just clear the screen. So I press this once, but I got 4 times off. So this is problematic. The same happens to this one. Let me just clear the screen once more, just to be more precise. I play this note, and as we see, 4 times off. So it's wrong. So these two keys, this one and this one, are problematic. I've already tested the rest. It's okay, like this. As you see, it's only once on and once off. So everything else is working. The Studiologic MIDI controller SL-990 Pro has a very, very good hammer action, so it's very realistic playing this MIDI controller. Let's get started. I turn the power off and disconnect all the cables, and let's open the case. Okay, make some place here. I try to make it like this, upside down, and I assume at first I have to release these screws here, open these screws here. I've never opened one of these before, so let's see what happens. So let's flip it again. This is a pretty heavy keyboard. So now we have the possibility to open this. Let me just hide the software for a while. And now I can see it's a lot of dust here. I'm going to clean it up. So here are the screws, which we have seen also from the behind. I'm gonna first maybe take these connectors off. So we have now separated the two parts. So I'm going to close this, flip it again. And now I'm going to release these screws. Let's see what we get. So I think it's okay. Now I try to put it here so we have more place to work. Okay, now let's see what we have here. Let me just clean up. So I think I don't have any problem with the mechanical part here, but it should be something problematic with the electronics here and the contact. Once the hammer is touching the surface of this board from behind, that must be the problem, especially those two keys here. So I'm going to release this board and to see, release this board, and I want to see what's happening there. I'm going to open the whole thing and to see if I can clean up everywhere, maybe, because I'm not going to repair only these two, but I'm going to clean up everywhere. So that's why I'm trying to open the whole thing. Now we have all these small screws. Oh yes. I'm going to clean up everything here. I already see there is dust here. Let me just disconnect this one. So, nice. Very nice. So, I'm going to clean up everything here. I'm going to take off these plastic parts and wash them all and clean up everywhere. So these three are identical and this one has one more. So I'm going to wash them with a usual washing material and water, of course, and then make sure the contacts are all cleaned up, and do the same thing to the left part as well. Basically the same thing. And here I can 1, 2, 3, 4. This last one was a problematic one. So I clean up everything and we'll see what happens next. So I have already washed all of these and I've dried them out with this. Now I'm going to put them back and test if it works. So this is the longer one. And this is the right part. The other one we should keep aside for now. So now see, it's very nicely attached. These are the small parts and I'm happy with it. So now I'm going to put them all back. So let's bring back the MIDI. Let's see if now I have many problematic things. Maybe it's because of these parts that I haven't mount yet. So let's mount these and check if it's working now. So let me just choose my device again. Okay. This is not working at all. Not working. So this is not good at all. These are not sending any MIDI message. So I'm going to open this again and check those parts that are not working. The first octave was okay and the rest was not okay. So after my unsuccessful first try to repair this keyboard, I decided to contact the Studiologic per email and ask them if they have these rubber contacts. They told me we have some distributors over the globe and try to contact our representative in your country. So I'm located in Germany. I contacted the support in Germany and I asked them if they have the contact rubbers. They said yes, we have. So I told them I have this SL-991 and I know what is my problem. I know my rubber contacts are problematic, and they said, oh, we have a look and probably we have some left in our store. So I asked them for the price for the complete set of the 88 keys, and they gave me a very nice price, 2.77 euros for each contact strip. So I needed 7 times 12 contacts and once 13. So these are the values. So these are the information, 7 times for 12. I'm not sure if you can see it. I will provide you with this information in the video description so you know what is the order number for each part. And so I'm going to replace these new ones with the old ones, and hopefully we get this problem resolved. Before I start, I'm going to make a test again to see if the keys are not work, or to see if the keys are working or not. So let's go to MIDI device. So it is my MIDI device. I clear this, and here we have some information. It is working up to here, somewhere here, and so as you see, it's not working. By the way, this software is MIDI aux. I'm using it as a MIDI monitoring tool, and I've connected my device here, the Studiologic MIDI controller, through a let me just hide this software, through a MIDI USB to MIDI controller. I've connected this controller to my PC. So let's get started. So these two were working. I'm going to put them aside for reserve, and just in case, but the rest are not working, so I just take them off and throw them away. So in my previous work, I've already cleaned up everywhere, and now I'm going to replace this. The 13 version was here. This is the 13, and so basically this is done. Let's test if it's working right now as is. Yes. They are all working. This very last one is not working. Maybe I have to connect this as well. Let's see what happens. Yes. I love this. So it's working. I basically can just now assemble this back and then continue with the rest. I'm going to turn off the device. So these are not working. 3, and here we have only 3 keys, so I have to cut some pieces here, but we will see. I'm going to let it be for now. So we have to pay attention to what side we're going to implement. There is a little tiny thing here, so it indicates that it should be towards down. So for this one I need only 3, so I have to cut exactly like this. So I need these holders. Maybe I have to, I don't know. I'm going to cut and we'll see, as much as possible like this. So this is the new one. So actually that's it. We have to test it before I put everything back again. So I'm going to turn on connect it back like this. I'm going to connect it this. I have to connect this back. And now I can test. Let me just bring my tester back. And let's see. Let me clean up here. Perfect. It's so if I press only one side, I get that message off. So it's the same for all keys. But when I press properly, so I get on and off. That's it. I'm going to turn off the device. And put everything back to its position. Shit. third one. So it's the fourth one. The fourth one, these two are not working. Maybe one of them is not good. So I'm going to open it again to fix this, to see what's wrong with these two. So it's the first and third. It's interesting. No. It's very interesting. This is these two are not working. These two. This is. Oh, let me just bring it down. This is the working one. Okay. This is not working. And this is now working, but it was not working when it was mounted. So let me just maybe clean up the contact behind it. So these don't look very nice. I need my multimeter. Let me just wash it. Now it looks better. So now let's test it again. Now it's working. Looks much better now. So let's put everything back in and test it. Sometimes I see this pitch bend, I don't understand it why, but maybe it's the microcontroller. So you see, it's working now. This is working as well. Perfect. So I would say it's fully repaired now. The cost for these plastic parts, those contact parts, was about 28, including the taxes and the shipping. So I think now I have my MIDI controller back and it was worth it. Maybe if it would have costed 50 or over 50 euros, I wouldn't have repaired it, but for less than 30 euros, I could repair it, and I'm happy about it. And I hope this helps you as well to repair your keyboard. And thanks for watching.